Welcome guys, this is the second part of the SASS tutorial series. In this tutorial I'm showing you if you are a beginner then how you can use SASS in your project and how you can use some advanced features of it. So in the previous tutorial I have already shown you how you can install the SASS and how to compile the code to CSS files and how you can use the variable nested codes and partials over there. So if you haven't already seen that video, I would recommend you first go ahead and see that video and then come and see this video, because in this tutorial I'm going to show you some more advanced features of SASS. Okay, so I have linked the tutorial in the description below, or you can get access to the tutorial from the right hand top corner from the eye icon of this tutorial right now. So without wasting any more time, let's get into the tutorial quickly. And if you are new to my channel, then hit the subscribe button and give this tutorial a like if you like this kind of tutorial. So let's get started. So this is our project in which we have worked on previously. So over here this is our index.html file, and you can see there is the main content, and within the main content there are few HTML elements, and then our input SCSS file, which is our main SASS file. We are writing the code over here, and this is our output file, which is style.css. Okay, and this is how our layout is looking on the browser. So in this tutorial I'm going to show you three more things which are called mixins, extend and operators. Okay, so I will show you how you can use all these features in SASS. So for showing mixins, first we need to create another HTML element. Okay, so I'm creating over here a button. Okay, so I have created a button called vote now, and I'm giving it a class of primary button. Okay, so I have saved it. Now let's reload the page and check it. Right now this button is looking like this. Okay, so we need to implement some designing over here. Okay, so I'm going to do this from this SCSS file, and I can use this within this main content, because as you can see that all of our element is located within this main content div class, right? So I can write primary button, and over here I'm giving a background color of sky blue. Okay, color will be black. I'm giving a padding of 20 pixel. Font size will be 18 pixel and display will be inline block. Okay, so now let's save it and check it once. Okay, so this is how it's looking right now. So I'm giving a border of 1 pixel solid, and then the border will be this. Okay, now let's reload it once. Okay, so this is how our button is looking right now. Okay, so what if we need another kind of button with some different background color? Then we need to provide all these CSS codes again in that button also, right? So let me create another button. So this is our another button, and the class will be secondary button, and the button says reset. Okay, so now if I check it, so this is how it's looking. And now copy it, paste it, it will be secondary button, right? And the background color I'm giving it green yellow. Okay, so now reload it once. So that's how our button is looking right now. But see, these are the codes which are repeating in these two buttons, right? But what we can do with the use of mixins, we can optimize our codes so that we don't need to repeat these same codes again and again whenever we use it. Okay, so how we can do that, let me show you. Okay, so I'm creating a mixin over here. Okay, so for creating mixin we need to use this keyword at mixin. Okay, and over here we need to provide a name for the mixin, so I'm giving it a name custom button. So within this mixin I can provide the common codes over here. Okay, so I cut the code and paste it over here. Okay, so this is our mixin. So after that over here we can use include and then our mixin name. Okay, so similarly over here also add include our mixin name. Okay, and over here we didn't provide the background color in our mixin because the background color will be different for our different buttons, right? So now saved it. Now if I check it, then we can see that there is no difference, but our code is now more optimized, right? And if we check our style css, then also we can see that our css file has been generated properly, right? So that's how we can use mixins over here. Also one thing you need to notice over here, when we are including the mixin over here, that time we have a parenthesis after the name of our mixin. Within this parenthesis we can provide some arguments by which we can customize our mixins over here. Okay, so as you can see that we have provided the color black over here, so we can make it more dynamic and pass some arguments over here. Okay, so how we can do that? So to do that we need to provide a parenthesis over here and provide a variable. Okay, so that is our variable which is called color. Okay, and within this variable I can provide a default value. Okay, so the default value is black. Okay, and I can provide the color over here. So in this way we can customize the color. Okay, so over here it's custom button, I'm providing a color which is white. Okay, and in this secondary button I'm not providing any kind of color. Okay, so if I'm not providing any kind of color, then that means the default color will be applicable over here, which is black, right? So I have saved it. Now if I reload the page, now we can see the difference over here. Okay, so that's how we can use the mixins, and that's how we can optimize our codes over here, right? So you can see the power of mixins over here. Okay, so now let's go to our next topic. So now let's see how we can reduce the repetitive codes by using extend keyword or inheritance. Okay, so that means it will also work in similar fashion as mixins, but while using the inheritance or extend keyword, that time we cannot pass arguments over there as we have done in this mixin. Okay, so let me show you what do I mean by that. So I'm just commenting out this code, and now what do we need to do? We need to create the code snippet which we need to extend in our respective css classes. Okay, so for that we need to provide a percentage sign over there and then a name button code. Okay, so over here I can provide the button code. So this is our code, and we can extend this button code in our css classes. So over here we don't need to use this include. So right now we will be using extend, then the button code, and we need to use this percentage sign also over here. Okay, over here also we need to do this similar thing. So now save it. Now check it once. So as you can see that the white color text has become the black again, because right now there is no color provided for the font. And now if I check the style CSS, then also I can see that over here it's showing the common code over here, and then our different code for the different buttons, right? So that's how we can extend our code. And now one other thing left for this tutorial, which is called operator. Okay, so as you already know that we can use the operator to perform various kind of mathematical operations, right? So we can do those things also over here. So let me show you how we can do the mathematical operations within our SCSS code. So over here I'm providing a width. Okay, so for width I can give 100 pixel. Okay, so now if I save it and now reload it, so we can see that the width of this reset button has been changed. Okay, so without using this 100 pixel we can do 50 pixel multiplied by 2. Okay, so now if I save it and now check style CSS, now you can see that width is 100 pixel. So that's how we can use the operator over here. And now if I check it, if I reload the page, then we are seeing there is nothing changed, right? So that's how we can use the mathematical operation. So we can use the 3 multiplied by 50 pixels, so that means it will be 150 pixel, right? So that's how we can see over here that 150 pixel. So now if I reload it, then we can see the changes in the width of this button. So that's how we can use the operator. So it's not only we can use the multiply, we can use the division, subtraction, addition, we can use all those basic mathematical functions over there. Okay, also we can use it like this, like I'm using the 50 pixel over here and I need to add more 200 pixel over here. Okay, so it will be 200 pixel plus 50 pixel, so it will be 250 pixel. So let me reload it once again. Now we can see the difference over here, right? So in our style CSS also we can see the result output over here. Okay, so that's how you can use the operator. So I think you have learned something from this tutorial, and if you do so, then hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you are new to my channel, and provide a constructive comment if you have any kind of suggestion for me, or if you just like the tutorial, then also let me know by commenting down below, and I will see you later in my next tutorial. So in the meantime, have a great day ahead and goodbye.